Hello, my name is Philip Penna. I'm the chairperson of the Parish Pastoral Council of Corpus Christi Parish here in North Bay, Ontario. It's Thursday, December the 16th. This past Monday, December the 13th, Bishop Jean-Louis Plouffe, Bishop of the Diocese of Sault Ste. Marie, was reported in the North Bay Nugget to have stated that, quote, "It's the hope of the diocese, the churches, which are to be sold, will be used to service the community," end quote. He went on to say that he wants to meet with the people of these churches once the diocese receives some serious offers. The people of Corpus Christi are ready to meet with Bishop Plouffe now to discuss with him how we want our church building and adjacent properties to be used in the service of the community. We have a serious offer to make to him and to the Christian community in North Bay and beyond. As you know, Bishop Plouffe has decided to suppress our parish and sell our properties. As a parish community, as long as we exist, we have the right to initiate a transfer of ownership of our properties. The bishop has the right to accept or refuse the transfer we want to make. If he accepts, then we can execute the transfer. We are ready to transfer our physical assets, the building, the parking lots, the rectory, and any items in the buildings which may be of assistance, for the sum of $1 to a local organization which is dedicated to teaching the religious tenets, doctrines, observances, and culture associated with the Catholic faith, and holding regular youth retreats, support and maintain missions and missionaries in order to propagate the Roman Catholic faith. This group is well known, has a proven track record, and is experiencing increasing success in their efforts to reach out to young people. They are worthy of the Church's full support. Furthermore, we are prepared to put not only our physical assets in the service of this organization, but our human resources as well. How so? A parish community is not a building. Rather, it is a community of faith. It does not need to own a building to be a parish community. Therefore, Bishop Plouffe can agree to the transfer of ownership of our properties to this organization without actually having to suppress our parish. We are willing to remain as a parish community and serve the efforts of the organization in question by 1. Paying rent for the use of the facilities for our parish activities. 2. Putting our talents in the service of the work of this organization to reach out to young people and their families. If there is a parish community that can do this, it is Corpus Christi. A simple analysis of the results of the questionnaire used by the diocese as part of their deliberations on parish reorganization in our region shows that we are an active and vibrant parish. Of the 4 English sector churches reviewed, ours was the largest with 733 members at the time of the survey, was the most accessible to its parishioners with 40% walking to attend our functions, had the most groups and participants in those groups related to parish pastoral life, including a hugely successful Knights of Columbus Council and a highly regarded Catholic Women's League Council. As well, we were the most used for regional Catholic activities, such as the marriage preparation program, the regional prayer meeting, Eucharistic Adoration Chapel, the Good Shepherd Atrium, among other activities. Furthermore, our operating expenses were the highest, but that is because we are the busiest of the 4 parishes and may be the busiest of all the parishes in our region, with something taking place in almost every day of the year in our church. As well, and this is very important, our building is fully accessible and is presently ready to meet all the accessibility requirements which will be mandatory by the year 2012. Another sign of our vitality and our ability to engage and support this ministry to young people is the fact that from January to August this year, our church population grew by 56 new members. Of these, 16 are male adults between the ages of 20 and 45. 24 are female adults between the ages of 20 to 78, and 16 are children between the ages of 1 to 16. Within the 56 registrations are 13 new families, young families, as only 2 of these have families have parents in their 40s, the rest are in their 20s and 30s. Finally, we had 19 people received into the church this past Easter. We have a property committee that puts in thousands of dollars worth of unpaid labor on a yearly basis, who would be a tremendous asset to the efforts of the group to whom we want to transfer ownership of our buildings. Such an arrangement would benefit the whole of the Catholic Church, both regionally and the diocese as a whole. First of all, Bishop Plouffe has stated that he wants the church to focus on supporting programming for outreach to young people and their families. This proposal meets this need. Second, Bishop Plouffe hoped that the parish reorganization process will result in a more unified Catholic community. This proposal will do this as all the parishes, not just ours, and other Catholic institutions, such as the Catholic School Board, could join in a common project of aiding this outreach ministry to young people. Third, regional activities that are presently housed in our buildings could remain and flourish under the new ownership arrangements. These include the Regional Eucharistic Adoration Chapel, the Good Shepherd Atrium, the Regional Prayer Meeting, marriage preparation, and other activities. Fourth, our food cupboard for supporting needy families would be able to remain and provide continued aid to families in need in our parish boundaries. As well, there would be opportunities for the young people who would participate in the various retreats and other activities that would take place in our building to join in this ministry to the needy of our community. And fifth, there is a great need for institutional support for youth ministry throughout this diocese. If this arrangement were to proceed, it could become the center of renewal and training for people engaged in or wanting to support youth ministry throughout the Diocese of Sault Ste. Marie and beyond. As stated before, the people of Corpus Christi are prepared to do this, but in order for this to take place, unless Bishop Plouffe amends his decision to suppress our parish by December 31st, this must be done before the end of the year. The reason for this is that once our parish is suppressed, we will no longer exist and therefore no longer be able to offer our church properties to this group for the sum of $1. Instead, the diocese will take complete ownership and authority over the future of our building. And the bishop has stated that the assets of any sale will be given to the Pro-Cathedral and St. Peter's parishes for them to use in their own outreach programming. This hardly seems fair when in his media release of June 27th, Bishop Plouffe said, and I quote, "Parishioners of Corpus Christi are asked to identify various community and faith development projects or outreach ministries which could be financed by the sale of their church buildings and properties." End quote. In conclusion, Bishop Plouffe also needs to be reminded that in his letter of June 24th to our parish, when he announced that he intended to close our parish, he did not say when the church is sold after January 1st, the assets from the sale would go to the Pro-Cathedral and St. Peter's parishes. What he said was, if the church was sold after January 1st, then the revenues, less expenses, would go to these parishes. Given this, we see no need for the diocese to wait until January 1st to sell our building. And since we have the right, according to the Code of Canon Law, to initiate the sale of our properties, we ask the bishop to engage our pastor, finance committee, and parish pastoral council immediately and with complete earnestness in a discussion about the transfer of ownership to the group we want to see use our building for the service of the community and the building up of the whole church. As well, as part of these discussions, we want the bishop to seriously consider our offer to remain as a parish community, even though we will no longer own our present building and other properties. The parish has thought through many of the other details that are relevant to our continued viability as a parish, given the above proposed arrangements, and would like the opportunity to share them with him. Finally, we ask all the people of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Sault Ste. Marie and others to pray for us, and all the parish communities which are facing imminent closure. As well, if they are interested in supporting this proposal, we ask them to let Bishop Plouffe know by either calling him, faxing him, sending him an email, or posting a Christmas card letting him know of your support. Please do not delay. Thank you very much.